Welcome back to Great Day Houston. There are a lot of people complaining, but our next guest says instead of just complaining, educate yourself on the issues, then most importantly, vote. Linda Cohn is the president of League of Women Voters. Hello there.
Good morning.
For those who don't know what League of Women Voters is, explain.
We are a direct descendant of the women's suffrage movement in Harris County. It was the Harris County Equal Suffrage Association. In 1920, women got the right to vote, so we became an organization devoted to helping everybody get good, reliable information on elections.
And those suffragettes were the ones that said, we will not be denied the right to vote. Your mother, who's still alive today, was born into an America
where women did not have the right to vote. One little tick on the national timeline separates us from an indignity our children cannot even imagine.
Yeah, which is the reason why somebody, fought for our right, and me being African American as well, somebody fought for our right to vote. So you want everybody to take advantage of that. Election day is November 6th, the general and special elections. To be able to vote, you must be registered.
Yes, exactly. And the gates for registration will close this year on the 9th of October, next Tuesday.
That means that you would have to wait to the next election cycle?
Well, you can register anytime.
Okay,
you can register anytime.
But for this election?
You have to be on the rolls 30 days before the election. We get a little bit of a break because of the Columbus Day holiday. October 9th is the date.
And it's easy to do. I mean, I moved here, you do it one time as long as you don't move.
That's right. Registration is permanent. But if you move, because our jurisdictions are based on where you live, you may find yourself in another jurisdiction. You have to update your registration. It is easy.
Yeah, well, let me just show you how easy it is, because we say you have to fill out a government form, which I know a lot of you your palms got sweaty and you went, what? Fill out a government form? This is the easiest government form that is out there. It asks you stuff like last name, first name, address, a couple other things, date of birth, and then you're done. And this is what it looks like right here. Very few questions, right?
Exactly. 10 items, fill it out. We clocked it in at 90 seconds.
Okay, there you go.
90 seconds
if you speed
to the
right, you can do a little bit less than that.
That's right.
And then if you have no postage necessary, you can just pop it in the mail.
That's right. It goes into the mail. Unfortunately, you cannot do this online. I know it seems like we should be able to do things online. We do nearly everything online these days. But this still has to be popped into the mail. Post is paid, get it out, do it, and you are registered and ready to vote in November.
And you can find these forms at a lot of places, libraries, community centers, schools.
Tax office.
You mentioned online. One thing that you may do is change your address or things like that online?
You can change your address if you're changing it within the same county.
Okay. Early voting.
Yes, early voting begins on October 22nd, and anyone who's registered to vote in Harris County can vote at any early voting location.
Advantage of that is?
Well, you don't have to worry about where do I vote, because your polling place, your local polling place, frequently does change.
Right.
The polling place you use for the primary elections back in March may not be where you're going to be casting your ballot on Election Day. So any polling place is open to you. You can go ahead, take care of it. You're driving around town, you see a polling place.
Just whip in and get it done. Otherwise, you're going to do your designated place on Election Day.
On Election Day.
For a mail-in ballot, what can people?
Okay, now the mail-in ballots are very interesting. You can request a mail-in ballot right now, harrisvotes.com. You have to be 65 years old or older. If you're incarcerated without the right to vote being removed, if you are sick or disabled, or if you're going to be away from the county, you can request that mail-in ballot. One thing that's interesting too is that the sickness or disability can be temporary or permanent. So if you're in a body cast because you had a dreadful skiing accident, you can't get to the polling place, but next year you're going to be fine. You can still go ahead and request that mail-in ballot.
All right, and again, the curbside voting for those who are unable to leave the car. And for more information, we can go to the League of Women Voters Guide, where you can find candidates, views that align with your own. So you just give people the information so they can make an educated decision.
Exactly. You compare the candidates side by side, decide which one's views most closely match yours, make notes to yourself, take your notes into the polling place.
And if you can't find anyone whose views match yours, then maybe you should run.
That's right.
All right. Thank you so much for the information.
Very much.
All right. For more information on early voter registration or the League of Women Voters of the Houston area, you can log on to greatdayhouston.com, and we will connect you. Also, vote411.org and enter your address, and you have pops and ballots and all that type of stuff there as well.
All that good stuff.
Yeah,
Thank
all that
you.
good stuff.